just how quickly we're seeing this market get worse. It was the worst day for Wall Street since 1987. In leadership or offered policies and techniques that are good for the environment. This is something we see a lot from BlackRock. They say that gun makers should do more to protect American lives, which seems like a step in the right direction. So these businesses are all about making things safer, but so far, working with authoritarian states hasn't helped. We were given BlackRock money without knowing it, and we have self-imposed orders to help lower that over time. Putting out its numbers this morning. About 1.2% of shares are down. But assumptions are what it's all about. Near that business, but it looks like it's getting bigger. Are you interested in making money without doing anything by selling automatically on Bybit? I'd like to share something interesting with you that's free. You don't even have to sit in front of your computer all day to follow my trades. Just click on the link below. You can also see how much money I make every month from trading by clicking the link in the description. Making money at your own pace is what it's all about. Look it over. Let's start with a few things before getting into the main topic at hand, since Ripple and XRP make up most of cryptocurrency and banking. Since the market is going crazy, I want you all to know that Solana and all the other useless coins are pumping. That's why everyone is asking why XRP is pumping. I've already said this many times, usefulness doesn't matter to anyone right now. That is the truth. But I want to add this. It seems like there is a big difference that we should talk about. And do you know who really cares about the real energy companies? On the other hand, I saw that Crypto Basics wrote this earlier today. They were talking about XRP and its original 600% rise to $3.84. And yes, this was just a guess at the time. Now, many people are wondering what will happen with XRP when utility counts, when we have institutions, and when institutions actually fully utilize it at scale. I've already talked a lot about XRP price predictions. That is, until we see large-scale usefulness from the side of institutions. No one, I repeat, no one will be able to tell you how much XRP is really worth. But I will say this, I really think that the 600% plus huge jump in price we saw in 2017 and 2018 will not even come close to what XRP is worth now, once it is fully used, fully regulated, and widely adopted by institutions. We are building the steps we need to take to get there, even though it's still a while off. I can't wait for that. A lot of people are wondering what will happen to XRP if and when it breaks out of this global wedge. That's pretty much the macro wedge, and it's likely to just sort of gather or solidify. And even said again, you have to accumulate when the time is right at that point. Most of the time, it's not a bad idea to buy on the trend line if we want to follow the bottom one. But the way XRP is priced right now, I'm not worried at all about the chance of another 60% run or anything like that. The main thing that worries me is that we might reach and go beyond the peak. That's how I feel about it. We might start to feel really excited at that point and look for some higher marks. But now that we're looking at XRP, I think it would be great to talk about what XRP would really be worth in a utility-driven market. It seemed like no one could really answer the question. No one will be able to give a full answer. But I will say that it's likely to cost somewhere between $100 and $1,000, or a like amount. You're crazy. If you don't believe me, I'll tell you that something that is changing the way value is moved around the world at all times is basically a bridge currency that lets anything of value be transferred as well. Banks can also hold XRP retail and list XRP retail use cases on the XRP record. When you add up all of these people who want to buy XRP, you can see how its value goes through the roof. Next, you add demand cash to the mix. To be honest, I think it's silly to think that XRP can't hit these prices that seem way too high. Now is the time. That's the point, right? You give us permission to store resources for 8 years. But if you're waiting for a certain price and it still hasn't come up after 8, 10, 15, or 20 years, what are you waiting for? Another problem is missing out on great chances to make money. This is because, Once again, if you take gains and reinvest them, you can imagine what will happen when the market starts to rise again. Not only have you made your bag worth twice or 3 times as much, but you may have also made your original value twice or 3 times as much, or even more. As I learn more about the area, I think it's possible for some very high prices to be put on homes. There are a lot of claims like $98 or $500, which sound like big numbers but aren't. If I'm being honest, I think those prices are possible. The problem is time. You know about our big jumps, and you might soon notice that we're moving above our all-time high. You must absolutely make sure that you keep the money you earn. Besides all of that, though, I want to talk about something that happened in May of this year. At the time, I said that if you were living in 2020, you would have heard about the $20 to $30 price predictions for XRP because they were widely known, even though they never came true. I'm sure that the XRP will be in the double digits one day. The SEC put a lot of limits on how much the price of XRP could change. I don't know where we would be now if not for the case. I think you're thankful that small investments are safe. We can still save less than 50 cents, which is good news. Right now, we may even have another chance to save between 20 and 30 cents. It is known that Ripple is trying to get bigger business players in the cryptocurrency space to use its services. These services include tokenization, liquidity management, stablecoin issuance with a cut, and a lot more, such as custody. Amazing new features are being added to the XRP system all the time, and the number of uses and application cases is growing continuously. The XRP of today says a lot more than it did in 2017 and 2018. That XRP has never hit an all-time high has been made to me. There's no way that it could be true. Ethereum had a market value of $580 billion, while Bitcoin had a value just over $1 trillion. It's crazy to think that XRP could never be worth between $500 billion and $1 trillion. When working with things that happen behind the scenes, it's helpful to be patient. Those who see the vision will be rewarded. I still mean this. As we look into this area, speculation has the power to move mountains. Yes, it can. But there's a lot more to this than just speculation. There's a lot of substance in XRP. There is a lot of speculation. There are a lot of people who talk about XRP every day, and there have been both good and bad rumors about it. They do studies every single day. They are aware of what they have, they understand what they have, and they know it can't be cheap. Not in the least. As I said before, I do think that $10 or more will be hit in the future. They'll lose some stuff, but first we need to break the all-time high, which I'm really excited about. Besides that, this has been cleared for at least 2.5 years, just like XRP. There's a lot more to it than that, though. We're free of XRP. There is no doubt. I think the best thing about this is that, on paper, XRP has clearer rules about regulation than Ethereum right now. Because of this, I'm writing this because, once more, we know what goes on behind closed doors. But XRP's rules are more open and easy to understand than Ethereum's. Furthermore, because of this,